Hi, it's Dee with Divine L, and I have my husband here with me.
No.
I've been, as Aquariuses always do, we're in our heads, sometimes more than others. Lately, that's where I've been all the time. Yeah. We're talking about the age of Aquarius and what are the possibilities? Where do we go from here?
It's a tall feat.
Yeah, it's a tall order, right?
Tall order, yeah.
You know, people make the come up a little closer. You can turn if you want. I don't care. I want to make sure you guys can hear him. I'm gonna check the channel and see if they can hear you. Let's go check. Let's go take a look-see. Yeah, it shows it's live. Yeah, I won't be able to hear it through there. I'd have to put on the headset momentarily to tell. Hang on, guys. It might get noisy for a sec. Yeah, I won't be able to hear it through there. I'd have to put on the headset momentarily to tell. Hang on, guys. It might get noisy for a sec. Yeah, I won't be able to hear it through there. I'd have to put on the headset
That's good.
momentarily to tell. All right, hang on, guys. It might get noisy for a sec. Okay, yeah, I can hear you.
I got
Kind of lean in.
That's good.
It's here. All right, hang on, guys. It might get noisy for a sec. I'm sure you guys can hear them, but I can hear you. I don't want to blow your ears. Kind of lean in.
That's good.
It's here.
Okay.
Hang on, guys. It might get noisy for a sec. I'm sure you guys can hear them, but I can hear you. I don't want to blow your ears. Kind of lean in.
That's good.
It's here.
Okay.
Hang on, guys. It might get noisy for a sec. I'm sure you guys can hear them, but I can hear you. I don't want to blow your ears. Kind of lean in.
All right. That's good.
Anyway,
Okay.
there guys. I'm sure you guys can hear them, but I can hear you. I don't want to blow your ears. Kind of lean in.
All right. Let's go.
Anyway,
Okay.
there guys. I'm sure you guys can hear them, but I can hear you. I don't want to blow your ears. Kind of lean in.
All right. Let's go.
Anyway,
Okay.
there guys. I'm sure you guys can hear them, but I can hear you. I don't want to blow your ears. Kind of lean in.
All right. Let's go.
Anyway,
Okay.
there guys. I'm sure you guys can hear them, but I can hear you. I don't want to blow your ears. Kind of lean in.
All right. Let's go.
Anyway,
Okay.
there guys. I'm sure you guys can hear them, but I can hear you. I don't want to blow your ears. Kind of lean in.
All right. Let's go.
Anyway,
Okay.
there guys. I'm sure you guys can hear them, but I can hear you. I don't want to blow your ears. Kind of lean in.
All right. Let's go.
Anyway,
Okay.
there guys. I'm sure you guys can hear them, but I can hear you. Oh, that's by design.
All right. Let's go.
Anyway,
Okay.
there guys. I'm sure you guys can hear them, but I can hear you. Oh, that's by design. All right. Some of them have. Anyway, there guys. I'm sure you guys can hear them, but I can hear you. Oh, that's by design. All right. Some of them have. Anyway, others, there guys. I'm sure you guys can hear them, but I can hear you. Oh, that's by design. All right. Some of them have. Anyway, others, there guys. I'm sure you guys can hear them, but I can hear you. Oh, that's by design. All right. Some of them have. Anyway, others, there guys. I'm sure you guys can hear them, but I can hear you. Oh, that's by design. All right. Some of them have. Anyway, others, there guys. I'm sure you guys can hear them, but I can hear you. Oh, that's by design. All right. Some of them have. Anyway, others, there guys. I'm sure you guys can hear them, but I can hear you. Oh, that's by design. All right. Alright, some of them have population. Oh, that's by design. Alright, some of them have population. Oh, that's by design. Alright, some of them have population. Oh, that's by design. Alright, some of them have all of us have population. Oh, that's by design. Alright, some of them have all of us have population. Oh, that's by design. Alright, some of them have all of us have population. Oh, that's by design. Alright, some of them have all of us have population. Oh, that's by design. Alright, some of them have all of us have population. Oh, that's by design. Alright, some of them have all of us have population. Oh, that's by design. Alright, some of them have all of us have population. Oh, that's by design. Alright, some of them have all of us have population.
Not at all.
Yeah.
That doesn't do anything, and that's really difficult.
Yeah.
The example that I gave Dee was like,
Sorry for the interruptions and noise. It's just the way it is. Got a phone sitting here. Okay.
it's like what I told you a minute ago is maybe you guys have heard about Mark Basho. The way he goes about it, he sees the issues, he does a research on what's really going on, and goes on stage and tells other people what's going on in the hopes that those other people will do exactly what he is doing. Also digging and going on stage.
But very few actually do that, though.
Yeah, but that is
Because they have these grand ideas while they're listening to him talk, but then they leave and they don't take action. They don't follow through.
But in my mind, that seems to be the only way.
Yeah, but don't we need to be like each other's cheerleaders to make sure we actually put it into action?
Yeah, absolutely. But that requires a lot of courage. For example, if you get
A lot of courage when there's nothing but apathy.
But for example, if one of those people in that audience is like coming out of a family which is hardcore Christian, right? Is he gonna do that? Is he gonna go on stage and spewing all kinds of truth? Likely not. So it requires a lot of courage. And I encountered this in real life as well. I ran across some people, real good people, religious people. I know they got a good heart, and I really have to bite my tongue. Like, I can't speak my truth. I cannot. Because it might, say that, leave a bad taste in their mouth, because they are pretty programmed. So,
Very programmed.
yeah. And that is difficult. And I feel that on a personal level. So, because when you do that, you might risk a lot. So, and I think that's why people don't follow up with that.
Could be, but you're speaking really low.
What do you mean?
You're not loud enough.
Oh,
He's speaking quietly.
I bet I can hear me. Can you hear me, Raven?
Anyway, so basically, you can't change their rivers of belief or their belief system by talking. So how do they come to know the truth? Action. Actions speak louder than words, don't they?
Yep.
So if we actually put into action here's the deal. We look around, think about the microcosm and the macrocosm. We can affect the macrocosm by affecting the microcosm. So it starts right in your own backyard. That's my feeling, that this is how we start the age of Aquarius, in our own backyard. But don't think big and act small, in other words. Keep in mind the big picture always. But starting in our own backyards, look at the world around you and the current neighborhood, town, city you live in. See something that affects somebody, your next door neighbor, for instance. Is there something that needs done that they might need help with that you're capable of doing? Think about that. Checking in on your neighborhood. Do you have a nearby factory spewing filth into the air? Should you go around and find out if it's making others sick and doing something about it? Apathy is one of our worst enemies, along with fear. And fear, we already know, you need to throw that right out the window.
Action is required, right?
Yeah. But we also need to be each other's cheerleaders, because that's where all the systems that are currently going on are failing. The group camaraderie of supporting each other while we try to support the microcosm, which will affect the macrocosm. We are the rebels. We are the outliers. We are the dissidents. Many of us know the truth, but we do nothing. We have nothing but apathy happening. Because it's like, what can we do? We're just one person. How does one person save the world, right? I'll give you, for instance, right now, we're helping my girlfriend and her significant other get established in a new place, in a new town. Her inner gut feeling and intuition told her she needed to be here, where I'm located. And so we're helping them out. But in turn, they're helping us out. And in turn, her plans are to help others. She plans on building pads on her property and starting a community of like-minded people that help each other. A place for angels to rest.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's amazing, right?
Mm-hmm.
She knows the truth.
Yeah, but the biggest obstacle when it comes down to people is really they don't want to hear the truth.
Well, That's not our biggest obstacle right now. Our biggest obstacle is actually putting ourselves into action. Actions speak louder than words. So if we're doing the work and helping the microcosm, they're going to get curious and want to know more, right? What are your beliefs? And they may not believe in what you believe, but they see what you do and what you're trying to do for the greater good, regardless of religion or color of skin or whether the person has a negative attitude or not. It's yeah. I'm gonna see why my phone's going nuts. What are we doing? She must know that I'm streaming. This is so funny because I'm streaming. She doesn't want to. That's funny. I don't think she knows I'm streaming yet. This is so sweet. Okay. I just let her know I'm streaming. She's actually in the other room, but she sent me a text. That is hilarious. Anyway. But we were just sitting here pondering, how do we affect the macro? Well, we start on the micro. But where everybody else is failing, we want to succeed. And that's because those who want to do the work and do the right thing don't have support. They don't have some place where they can hang with like-minded individuals. But part of that's because everybody's locked away in their homes and they don't want us to find each other, the negative ones. They want to keep you apart. That's part of the plan. So we work within the confines that we have, right? Come February 1st, a lot will change. This next month's supposed to be, according to the astrology, pretty interesting. But having a place where everybody can share ideas, set aside their egos, and actually listen to each other and not fight and squabble. Actually listening to each other's ideas on how to proceed and be each other's cheerleaders along the way. You know, almost kind of having a healthy competition to see who can come up with the best ideas and implement them. That would be an amazing thing, right? To be able to do that. You know, another thought came to my mind, working with our communities, because we can work with the church communities because most of them want to do good, even though they've been lied to and they don't understand what's really going on. But a lot of them want to do good. So we could work with those communities to help push what we're trying to get done, which is the age of Aquarius. Healing the planet, healing the people on it, and bringing the world we want to see. You know, that saying, be the change you want to see, right? What happened to action and actually doing it? Not just saying it, doing it and proving you did it. And being really proud of what you've accomplished. And the ability to network with others that are trying to achieve the exact same thing. Be each other's support, be each other's cheerleaders. I know a lot of you will come under fire from people that are very negative.
Yeah. And also stubborn people. Remember,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say the name, but remember the squabble I had with about the face mask thing?
Yeah.
Those kinds of people.
Yeah.
They
Thoroughly programmed.
They cannot, their bubble cannot be popped, so to speak. It's like, what's that word again? Cognitive dissonance or something?
Yeah, cognitive dissonance.
If it doesn't compute, it's not true. All those things. That's a challenge. That's really, really a challenge. That's the biggest. Well, yeah, one of the biggest I feel.
But I wanted to get everybody's thoughts. You know, what goes through your head? What do you want to see? What are some ideas that you've had? You know, it's like we all want to do something about it, but where do we start? Where do we begin? I think we begin here.
Well, you have already begun with this channel, Divine Help.
Yeah.
You have discovered.
It's my mission.
All the crap, a lot of crap was going on with the control system on this planet, and you show it to other people in hopes that they get it, and that is a really big part of what everybody should be doing.
Yeah.
Spreading that awareness.
Yeah, and never stop asking why.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just wanted to start that dialogue. Hopefully, others will join in and start submitting their ideas. And, if you're out working in the community and you need cheerleaders, you need support, you could always come to the chat when I do these streams where we talk about the age of Aquarius and where we go from here. Right?
Mm-hmm. You were also talking about a site.
Yeah. I'm going to be setting up a .org site. I thought maybe we could use a place where, because there's a lot of small communities of very like-minded people, but they're all dispersed in a bunch of smaller communities, which is okay. But we need one big one that's not been infiltrated and subverted by the negative ones. Not that that can't happen to us, but we'll be able to identify it when we see it and take care of that. So we're not going to be immune from negative ones trying to interact with us and knock us off our path. I think that's all by design, unfortunately. But being each other's cheerleaders so we're not dissuaded from bringing about a beautiful new world and not what the negative ones want, what we want. No more fear, no more control, no more fake borders, no more division. And bringing back compassion and love.
Yup.
Something the planet's sorely missing.
Well, big problem is people ignore their gut instincts. For example, if you do something that you know is bad, you're about to do it. There's a voice inside of you, or a feeling inside of you, like you have a choice to do good or bad. If you do bad, it might bring you profit, right? If you find a phone, for example, you find a phone, you can keep the phone, or you can bring it back to the original owner. A lot of people keep that phone, and that is wrong because everything comes back to you. That's a universal law. Everything comes back. So I think a lot of people in this planet, most of them, I'd say, I don't know how many, but they ignore that feeling. They ignore, like, you're doing wrong. And I think that is one of the main reasons why this planet is what it is right now. It's like a quote I heard a long time ago. Um, we have the government that we deserve. In general, not everybody, of course. But
Because of apathy. It's our own damn fault. We let it happen.
mm-hmm.
Right under our noses, we let it happen. Hello, Miss Tamu. Happy New Year to you, Missy.
Tamu, Tamu.
We adore you.
Hope you're doing well.
Yes. Fantastic new year and new times ahead and a new age.
Yeah, it's a song. The Age of Aquarius.
Yeah, it is a song.
You showed me a long time ago.
I hope you guys also sub to Miss Tamu's channel. She hopefully will be back to doing her morning streams, which is a grand way to wake up in a very chill environment and gather your bearings and some wise words.
Always enjoyed watching
Mm-hmm.
Miss Tamu.
Yeah.
Always. Very chill.
Yeah.
Especially that video with your bowl stuff. I love that. I was like, wow.
Yeah, her channel's amazing. If you want some zen in the morning to wake up with, that's the way to go. That's what I did. That's for sure. You're sorely missed, and welcome back. But I think people need to, a gathering place where their thoughts and ideas will be heard and not poo-pooed. Where logic and heart, intellect and heart rule the day, and not ego. Ego has its place because it's what makes you continue forward, but it has no place in a community form where we're actually trying to achieve or accomplish something really grand, right?
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah, it's all about divine timing and the machine at work. Right? Yeah. Can't make that stuff up, can ya? You know, I got a confirmation while we were sitting here, talking about working on the microbe that affects the macrocosm. And I got the clock number 1, 2, 3, 4. Taking it step by step, right? Yeah. The thing that's interesting is we've got a rather large elm tree right up next to our house, and it is shedding branches. We actually have it scheduled to be cut down because we knew it was problematic. The tree's on its way out, and yeah, our house is in danger. And Mother Nature's taking care of the tree trimming right now.
Yeah, the other day
because our tree trimmers didn't show up.
I told her, like, we manifested this maybe, because we were talking about taking the tree down, taking the branches down, and they didn't show up, but now nature is doing it for us in a very dangerous way.
Taking down our power lines and our DSL lines, and yeah, some fun times here.
Dangerous.
You just have to laugh at our life path, because everything that's happened, interestingly, was supposed to happen. However, there is a virus in the system, and yeah, working against that. It's made our missions that much more difficult, but not undoable. So we push forward regardless, right? But yeah, we can affect the macro here on the micro. As I always say, as above, so below. But yeah, we just wanted to have an open chat, open dialogue with others that are wanting to achieve the same things we do. And that's bringing about a grand new age with a completely different education system, one that actually works. And where the divine feminine and the divine masculine are honored as they should be, and not the perverted, twisted inversions that have happened and are being displayed and taught. It makes for a lot of very unstable people running around.
Oh, you bet.
So,
yeah, that's a tall order, because wow, you got so many people. You got like the religious people. So programs, they're good people, but they got their spoon fed ever since birth. All kinds of religious stuff. For example, Jesus and things. Go to church every Sunday. It's not a bad thing, but it's like, how are you gonna change their minds? That's just an example.
You lead by example.
And then you got the people that are not even interested in it. They're running the hamster wheel so hard that they don't even have time to think about anything else.
There's a lot of them that'll be stuck in the old paradigm. And what do we do about that? I don't know. Absolutely nothing, because eventually that, it's kind of like I said about a virus. You starve it, and eventually it dies. So, and you don't feed it for sure. So, having an open dialogue with somebody that's thoroughly indoctrinated and has no hope of awakening, it's 8 of Cups time. Walk away. Right? So, you don't do yourself any justice trying to fight that fear-based mind control. You simply just project love to them and walk away. There's no other option, because they don't realize how programmed they are and how manipulated they are.
That doesn't change, though. I mean, people are still there. Just walking away from it might be the only option, but it's not. The problem is not solved. That's a big issue.
So we'll come back definitely and do more more of these open dialogue chats, where others present their ideas, and I'm going to be working steadily on getting a .org up where, and probably some sort of chat. I originally had a chat room where I used Google Hangouts, but I think I'm going to go with something like Discord or something like that, where we can all go and talk as a community, be each other's cheerleaders, and try to put some intellect and heart into the situation and help guide each other, you know, without ego. Everybody thinks they have all the answers. Well, anybody, like I said, if anybody tells you they have all the answers, run the other way.
It will be a good way to cheer each other on to be courageous, because
Yeah.
that is key. Being courageous enough to, in real life, speak what's really going on the planet,
Yeah.
to people that are believing that it's all okay.
Yeah.
Trying to crash into their little world, burst the bubble, right? Because it requires courage. I encountered this in real life, and it's difficult. So,
But bigger, better, brighter days ahead, that's assured based on the planetary alignments of the machine. No matter what the virus tries to do, we're going to win because it's written in the stars in the holodeck, the big machine. We win regardless. So we got to keep that in mind. But in the interim, taking action and putting our money where our mouth is, right? So I got some ideas for our local community and things that we could do to brighten everybody's future here.
maybe you can start a church.
Yeah.
Yo.
I'm not about church. I'm about
Well, you know what I'm talking about, right?
yeah,
A real community center.
community-based center. Yeah. But not a church. Religion has no place in this.
No.
Because that's where everything went wrong in the first place. Everybody got divided. It's time for that to be put to an end. No more division. Because they're conquering with the whole divide and conquer. It's one of the oldest tricks in the book. Why doesn't everybody see it? It's right in your face in plain sight.
Yep.
Why doesn't everybody see that? Anyway, so we both vape.
So no, I got something in my throat.
Did you? But yeah, so if you hear one of these occasionally, that's just us vaping. Yeah. But I found that a lot of people that are here on missions and know it, most of them weren't smokers. Interesting fact. And I know why that is. It's because of the anxiety level most of them experience. Because they see what's going on and it doesn't look right. Something's wrong with this place, and causes our anxiety level to go through the ceiling. That and genetics, but I've talked about that in the past, how nicotine helps with anxiety. So anyway, but I think we'll wrap it up for today, and I'll just keep opening up this dialogue on the channel, and because now it's a matter of action. We're in the age let's get it moving.
Action is
Right?
required.
Action is required.
Let's walk in the middle path of
Yeah.
left brain, right brain. Don't let your thoughts be thoughts. No.
Yeah.
You gotta put the thoughts into action.
Yeah.
First, you gotta have the feeling, then you gotta think about it.
So it's bringing people like Mark Passio and like people with grand ideas that just aren't getting off the ground because not enough people are in the same place as a community. And that's the guy with the Ubuntu movement.
Hmm?
The guy who's doing the Ubuntu movement.
Ubuntu?
Yeah, it's basically kind of almost a birder system kind of thing, but it's just community based, growing food together and starting with the microcosm type thing, and very brilliant ideas. We need to bring these brilliant minds all in one place because the virus or those that rule with fear have their think tanks and how they're going to handle everything. We need to have our own and pretend they don't exist because they don't. Everything is an illusion down here, except for love. That's the only thing that is not an illusion.
But we still operate in the illusion.
But we still have to operate within this within this.
Because if you start thinking, oh, it's an illusion, and then, oh, nothing is real.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what I do.
Yeah.
So
see,
you
some
gotta-
people get
yeah.
that mindset, and that mindset is very dangerous.
Yeah, that's not good.
No.
No.
Anyway, but we'll do this some more. We'll spend more time just bouncing thoughts out there. What rattles around in my head all the time. What do we do? How do we go about this?
Go on stage and speak the truth to others, and in the hopes that they will do the same thing that you do. That is basically.
No, but how do we get rid of the apathy? That's the biggest problem. Is the apathy.
Yeah.
What can I do? I'm just one person, right? Against something that feels insurmountable. But the problem is, if you focus on the big picture too much and not look at the small picture, you miss a lot. So I think we need to start small, but think big, right?
Yep.
So anyway, I hope.
Big expectations is everything.
I hope everybody has a fantastic week, and I'll work on setting all those things up and trying to get something started that we desperately need. A place where different small groups can all come together as one big group. Because we all have the same thing we want to see happen, which is truly bringing about true peace, right? Anyway, have a grand week, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for having me on, baby.
Yeah. Get to hear Nell. Yeah. On my channel and not just on our mutual channel.
Maybe my family's watching too.
Could be. Say hi to them.
Hey, hoe is het in België? hoe is dat? Hier is alles goed. Ja, ik heb een job, a job. So, I'm doing... ik doe zeer goed. En getrouwd met mijn... How do I say that? Met mijn schatje. Ja, getrouwd met mijn schatje. Ja.
Anyway.
That translates to sweetheart.
Aw.
Married to it, my sweetheart.
Aw.
Mm. Så
Anyway.
Kuss med klåte.
He,
They don't know what that
doing
is.
what he can to support the mission, that's for sure. He's been fantastic.
Mm.
Anyway. Take heart, everybody. Take heed. We win this. So, look forward to future streams, trying to work out the details where we go from here.
Yeah, check Tamu's channel as well. She's like
Spend
amazing.
some mornings because
Yeah.
the nice zen feeling you get in the mornings.
She got nothing more positive going on.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, it's hard to describe, really.
Yeah.
All kinds of stuff.
Amazing energy.
All kinds. Yep.
All right, everyone. Have a fantastic week.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye,
And remember,
Felicia.
you're loved beyond your wildest dreams.